have the moon moving out of her place of power in Cancer, which is going to be a relief because, of course, the last couple of days have been highly emotional, super introverted, definitely feeling those emotions bubble up to the surface as we prepare for a major purge, a major release under the moon in Leo energy. The full moon, of course, taking place on Sunday is going to crack that heart space wide open. We have a lot of energy and emotions to get off of our chest before we can realign with our happiness, with our joy, with our new mission and purpose that, of course, our heart wants us to pursue. So we have the moon going void, of course, at 1:19 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be locking into that Leo energy, 3:49 a.m. There are 7 different aspects here today. 5 of them involve the moon. And seeing as we are in this full moon window, we can expect to see some triggers, see some activations, really kind of, push those ugly feelings to the surface so that we can release them after we acknowledge them, after we integrate them, after we understand them, get them out to lighten the load, to free us up, to actually venture into what it is that our heart is asking us to pursue. So do we expect a good day? Well, there's going to be high points. However, this close into a full moon, we can expect the intensity to be on the not so nice part of our thoughts and our emotions, again, divinely scripted, in order to illuminate what it is that we no longer want to experience, what it is that we're no longer in alignment with. So the moon, the very last aspect that the moon in Cancer is going to make before going void, of course, is an opposition, sitting across the table, having a little bit of an argument, a confrontation with Pluto, the great transformer himself, who, of course, is in Capricorn energy. The Cancer and Capricorn axis is about safety, security, stability. The Cancer energy very focused on finding those particular elements in our emotions, in our home, in our family dynamics, in our private life, while, of course, that Capricorn energy wants the same type of qualities and characteristics, but out in our career life, our public life, our financial situation. Of course, finances have a huge impact on the emotional safety and security of the home and the family dynamic, and vice versa. The moon, of course, is our emotions, is our unconscious selves, and Pluto is here to remind us of the pain, of the trauma, of the friction, of the tension, in order for us to boss up, to take control over our lives, to do what is necessary in order to eliminate these particular triggers and activation points so that we can firmly start building towards providing ourselves the safety, security, stability that we are realizing we definitely don't have. Is it going to feel good? No. Is it supposed to? No. Are you supposed to learn something from it? Absolutely. Our emotions are our internal compass to what it is that we have to remove out of our energetic field in order for new light codes to actually have the space to be downloaded in. So we move into that Leo energy. It's a fire energy, so we're feeling all fired up. Unfortunately for us, it's not going to be the, good, creative, passionate type of energy because we're in a full moon window. What we need to be doing now is recognizing where the fire is being activated within us, likely with agitation, frustration, a little bit of anger. Why? Because that is our emotional way of telling us where it is that we did not stand up for ourselves, where it is that we did not advocate for ourselves, and where it is that change is definitely needed. So we move into this fiery Leo energy, very much in the heart space, very much in a heart chakra activation of some kind. 8 a.m., we have Saturn making a very harmonious aspect with the true node, which of course is our soul path, our destiny point. Saturn, the Lord of Karma himself, ruling over roles and responsibilities, systems, foundations, and structures, is in this Aquarian energy, really showing us what is possible. We have a thirst for knowledge. We are projecting ourselves into our vision and dream and really kind of gaining the kind of insight that we need to come back to this present moment and realize what it is that we have to build in the here and now in order to act as a bridge to get us from where it is that we're at to where it is that we desire to be. This is good. It means that we're gaining a little bit of clarity on the steps forward. The moon, now in this Leo energy, is going to be making a harmonious aspect with Venus. Venus, of course, in Pisces energy, all in love with love, little bit delusional, wearing those rose-colored glasses, if you will. We're very intuitive, we're very inspired, but again, there is a lot of delusion going on in that Pisces energy. Nonetheless, this is a positive interaction, so we have this fiery energy of the moon really wanting to express ourselves, tell our story, be bold and courageous and brave enough to get some things off of our chest. And because this is an interaction with Venus, this has a lot to do with our personal relationships, where it is that we've been sorting out our thoughts and our feelings, and where it is that now we are being encouraged to actually get those thoughts and feelings outside of our body. The moon is going to trine, which is a beautiful energy, with Jupiter, the planet of growth, expansion, beliefs, abundance, blessings, who is in Aries energy. So we get some fire on fire energy in action here. And basically, Jupiter is here to magnify and turn the volume all the way up on whatever it is that we're thinking and feeling right now. And right now, we are very eager to do whatever it is that we have to do to launch ourselves on the pursuit of our happiness. We are being activated. There's a new mission, a new purpose kind of being downloaded in us. Jupiter in Aries is here to put ourselves out there to create opportunities for our growth, for our expansion, for us to reap the rewards of the abundance and blessings that we've been trying to manifest. And just know that this is going to be a little bit extra, a little bit spicy, a little bit intense. Just as we take that huge leap forward in all the positive vibes, we are going to shut that down pretty quick when the moon enters into the boxing ring and squares off with the true note. So a square is a tension point for a reason. We have to kind of feel uncomfortable in our lives. We have to see where the tension is building up. We have to see where we're being activated, because that is the key on what needs to change. Right now, we are having a hard time thinking about moving forward because the moon in Leo has us very connected to the here and now, to the present moment. Why? Because we have a lot to get off of our chest. We have a lot to release. We have a lot to purge before we can go ahead and align with the path that is going to carry us and move us forward. The moon is going to bump into Neptune, who is in Pisces energy. This is definitely going to be a little bit of an awkward vibe. The moon in Leo would prefer to really depend on our emotions, our gut feelings in the here and now. Neptune in Pisces is definitely very dreamy, very imaginative, very creative. Our intuition is strong. However, right now, our ego is a little bit stronger because we're in this Leo energy. So there is a disconnect here. It's going to feel a little bit overwhelming in our emotional plane. We tap into the shadow realm elements of Neptune being in Pisces, which is escapism, which is disassociation, which is wanting to curl up in a ball and not deal with life or reality. The last aspect that we have here today is Venus and Mars, the masculine, feminine energies getting into the boxing ring to fight it out. What are we fighting out? Well, first of all, we want balance in our lives. So we're really being illuminated, the tension and the conflict arising within us, where it is that balance is not alive and well in our lives. Again, really kind of triggering and activating us to put our attention on where it is that we can create balance. Instead, we're going to feel this tension. We're going to feel this discontentment. We're going to feel a little bit challenged because new urges are coming to the forefront. New desires are coming to the forefront. But these urges, these desires, these impulses are kind of in a disagreement within ourselves and with the people around us, because we're still kind of stunted out. We're waiting for a little bit more clarity. The urges and impulses and desires are coming from Mars, who has had ants in his pants for 7 months in this Gemini energy, wanting to take action, especially bringing to life these new ideas, these new choices, these new decisions. He's been stalled out in doing so. He's been direct now for a couple of weeks, still hasn't been able to take action, and we are feeling very restless. We are feeling the ants in our pants of wanting to do so, wanting to move forward. Venus is over here in Pisces energy, kind of, going with the flow and not really seeing the structure in place for us to take action to move forward. The Pisces energy that Venus is in and the Gemini energy that Mars is in is a beautiful, harmonious interaction when they're playing nicely to really align with a vision and a dream and put that through the intellect so that logic and practicality can be added so that we can start formulating a plan to actually bring some of these visions to life. However, these guys are not playing nice. Instead, we're going to be illuminated to where do we start? Where is the first step? How are we going to move forward? This isn't going to feel good, but again, these energies need to bubble up and really kind of frustrate us, activate us, trigger us for this energy to be released under the full moon in Leo.